Thousands of victims of the contaminated blood scandal will receive £100,000 each in compensation from the government. The announcement follows a recommendation made last month by the chair of the public inquiry into what has been described as the worst treatment disaster in the history of the NHS. It led to the deaths of at least 2,400 people after they were infected with lethal viruses in the 1970s and 80s. Partners of those who died will qualify for payment, but campaigners say the majority of those affected have been ignored. Our health correspondent Simon Dymond reports.
It's been described as the biggest treatment scandal in the NHS's history. Tens of thousands were infected with HIV, hepatitis C, or both in the 1970s and 80s from contaminated blood. Around 3,000 people lost their lives, including Steve Dymond. He was a haemophiliac. His blood didn't clot properly. He received medication from the NHS, but it came from infected blood donors. His widow Sue described the impact it had on their lives.
I had my earning power taken away from me. My husband had his earning power taken away from me. We lost our home, we lost everything we had. Why shouldn't I financially, because that's the only thing the government can now give me, have some part of what I lost?
She will be one of the 4,000 victims and bereaved partners who will receive interim compensation of £100,000 from the government. More people are coming forward, with an estimated 30,000 infected.
This is undoubtedly a significant milestone. It's the first time in over 40 years that a British government has accepted that compensation must be paid to those caught up in this terrible tragedy of contaminated blood. However, although we very much welcome that this payment of £100,000 is going to the surviving infected and the bereaved partners, sadly, children who have lost parents and parents have lost children are not included.
Parents who lost children, children who lost parents, are not on existing financial support schemes and will not receive compensation as part of this announcement. Campaigners will continue to push for them to be included in these interim payments and for further payments once the public inquiry concludes, which is expected to next year. Simon Dymond, BBC News.